I'm about to get out of my truck, but leave my hand inside. How's that for a trick? I'm going to show you how in just a second, because this is your weekly kick. Okay, here we go. Whoa, well, that doesn't work so well, does it? Apparently not. Except that's what we do quite often with our employees. How often have you said this or heard this? Leave your problems at home, they don't belong at work. Now that perspective makes about as much sense as me saying I'm going to get out of my truck and walk away but leave my hand inside. My hand is attached to my arm, which is attached to me, quite obviously. The same with our problems, the same with the challenges we have in life. We bring them with us. They're part and parcel with who we are. How do we deal with this as a leader? Well, there's 4 things that I want to propose that we can do as a leader today. The first thing we can do is find out what the issue is. We may not have the solution for them, but at least it'll give us some insight into what the challenges our employees and the people we supervise are dealing with. It can give us some insight into how we can respond to them, maybe a little bit differently. Secondly, we can help people. This past weekend, there were 2 house fires in Saskatoon. The 2 houses were side by side. The fire started when a cigarette butt wasn't put out properly in one house. That fire burnt that house, which then moved across to the neighbor's house. That second house was owned by one of the people who works for Contech General Contractors. They're one of my long-term coaching clients. Within an hour or 2 of the fire, there was people posting on Facebook, sending emails out, hey, how can we help Jeremy and his family? What can we do? Let's step up. We can contribute. That's what we need to be doing as leaders and also as people for our co-workers. Third, we can provide opportunities to grow. Provide opportunities for people to learn different ways to deal with their problems and their issues. Sometimes it's as simple as referring someone to a YouTube clip. I'm not saying we should be people's counselors. Most of us aren't trained in doing that, so we shouldn't try. But we can refer them to maybe a YouTube clip for someone who tells us how to control, if they're struggling with controlling their thoughts, what their mind is doing, we can pass on a video that might address some of that, or a good book that we've read that's helped us in this regard. We can provide an opportunity for people to grow in how they deal with the issues of life. And fourth, what we can do is we can affirm that what they're doing matters, that the job they're doing is important, and that they're valued, and that the role they're in is a valuable position, which is honest because every role matters. Every role is important and plays a part in the overall success of an organization. I finished reading a book a while ago, and in there he was talking about the effects of PTSD on returning soldiers. What he found was that the soldiers who came home and quickly found a job where they felt they were contributing significantly, making a difference, often were over their symptoms within 6 months to a year. Whereas the soldiers who were told that they were victims and had PTSD and they probably weren't going to get over it anytime soon, and they didn't get those jobs where they felt they were contributing, the effects could linger for years and years and years, potentially for the rest of their lives. We need to know that we're contributing, that we're making a difference, and that what we're doing matters. Today, if somebody seems like they're not themselves, maybe they're not. Maybe they're dealing with some issues that are bigger than they feel they can handle right now. Take the time as a leader to let them know you notice that it's not like them, if there's anything you should be aware of, and see if you can help in some way. Never ever assume that we know what the issues are when we really don't. Have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday for your weekly kick.